Julia Compton Moore was the wife of Hal Moore, a United States Army officer. Her efforts and complaints in the aftermath of the Battle of Iowa Drang prompted the U.S. Army to set up survivor support networks and casualty notification teams consisting of uniformed officers which are still in use. Early life and education. Compton was born in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, the only child of U.S. Army Colonel Lewis J. Compton and Elizabeth Boone Compton. For the age of 12, she began a lifelong journey of experiencing the separation and risk of loss in war. Her father fought in Europe in World War II. Her husband served in both the Korean War and Vietnam War, and one of her sons fought with the 82nd Airborne Division in Panama and the Persian Gulf War. Compton was a graduate of Chevy Chase Junior College, Chevy Chase, Maryland, and attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. As a member of Pi Beta Phi sorority, prior to her marriage career, wherever her husband was stationed, Moore served as a Brownie and Girl Scout leader and Cub Scout den mother. She volunteered with the Red Cross in the Army hospitals. She supported the daycare centers and worked with the wives' clubs to take better care of the enlisted soldier and his family. Moore was especially active in setting up the Army community service organizations that are now a permanent fixture on all Army posts and which assist each soldier as they process into the new duty stations. Casualty notification. The Iowa Drang campaign was the first major ground engagement involving U.S. forces in Vietnam. The Army had not yet set up an adequate system of notifying the next of kin of battlefield fatalities. Instead, the telegrams were given to taxi cab drivers for delivery, as depicted in the film We Were Soldiers. Unlike the film depiction, Moore did not actually assume responsibility for the delivery of the telegrams. However, she accompanied the cab drivers who delivered the telegrams and assisted in the death notifications, grieving with the widows and families of men killed in battle, and attended the funerals of those who fell under her husband's command. Her complaints to the Pentagon and the example that she set prompted the Army to immediately set up notification teams consisting of a uniformed officer and a chaplain. Moore died on April 18, 2004 and is buried at the Fort Benning Cemetery, near her mother and father, and in the middle of the 7th Cavalry Troopers, beside the grave of Sergeant Jack Eagle of Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry. Legacy. Julia Compton Moore Award. One of Julia Moore's more important contributions to the quality of Army family life is summed up by the Ben Franklin Global Forum's press release, announcing the establishment of the Julia Compton Moore Award. The award recognizes the civilian spouses of soldiers for outstanding contributions to the United States Army. Personal life. Compton was married on November 22, 1949 to Hal Moore, who later commanded the 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry in the Battle of the Iowa Drang Valley in Vietnam in 1965. They have 5 children: Greg Moore, LTC, Steve Moore, USA, Julie Moore Orlovsky, Cecile Moore Rainey, Colonel David Moore, USA, as well as 12 her children. 2 of the sons are career U.S. Army officers, one a retired colonel and another a retired lieutenant colonel. In popular culture, Moore was portrayed by Madeleine Stowe in the 2002 film We Were Soldiers.